Trinity B1 ISC1 4 skills test. SELT secure English language tests. B1 English test ISC1 skilled worker, health and care worker, scale-up worker, student visas.
So, good job. This is the end of the listening test. Congratulations. You have passed listening and speaking. Now we're going to
Thank you.
move to writing. Okay, as you said that you've solved reading by yourself, and
Yeah.
or maybe you can discuss because we have like 15 minutes, 15 to 16 minutes. I would want to ask you, what do you want to practice, reading or writing?
I think I'd like to go reading because I can practice writing maybe in the next session, but I'd like to go with the
Okay,
reading.
okay. Let me just uh show you something in here. Um, have you practiced all the sample papers from their official website?
No, I didn't. I had planned to do that today, but however, I have just practiced the sample paper that you sent to me.
Which sample paper did I send to you?
It was um it was ISE 3 something. It was sample paper 3. And it was about the tour guide.
Hmm. Mm, let's go with the easiest one, okay? Just for
Yeah,
understanding. Let's go
yeah,
with sample paper 1. Okay, we're just going to practice this part to understand how the test is done, okay?
okay,
And maybe you don't understand different types of questions. You might understand the text, but maybe you have trouble understanding the question type. So that's what
yeah,
we're going to focus on today.
okay.
All right. I hope you read the instructions for the exam. I hope you know that they have given you a time distribution that you don't have to follow. You can spend a complete hour on reading and 1 hour on writing. And that's plenty
Right.
of time, plenty of time. Okay, now let's do this. I want you to read the text and explain it to me. What do you understand? Start with paragraph 1.
Okay. Sleep is essential for human life. We can actually live longer without food than without sleep. Most people spend about a third of their life sleeping. This means during our life we will spend about 25 years asleep, while the average person sleeps about 7 hours a night. Some people can manage with as little as 4 hours. We don't all need the same amount of sleep.
So if I would ask you, how much does an average person sleep in his or her lifetime?
So an average person sleep about third of their life. So it's about like 25 years of sleep in their whole life.
That is good. Good job. And does everyone need the same amount of sleep or a different amount of sleep?
Mm, Everyone don't need the same amount of sleep. It depends upon the person. However, the average person sleeps like 7 hours a night or 7 hour within a 24 hours.
Good job. Paragraph 2, please.
Okay. So what happens when we sleep? There are 5 stages in a cycle of sleep. Each cycle lasts about 90 minutes, and we often repeat this cycle 5 times a night. In the first 2 stages, we fall into a light sleep. In stages 3 and 4, we are in a deep sleep and our heart rate, our breathing slows down. In stage 5, our brain becomes active and our eyes move around quickly. This stage of sleep is called REM, which stands for rapid eye movement. It is during REM sleep that we do all of our dreaming.
Okay, nothing difficult in it, just 5 stages of sleep in here. Okay,
Yeah.
paragraph 3.
We all know that the sleep is good for us, but what are the benefits? Our benefit is that it helps us to resist illness. Without enough sleep, our body cannot fight off colds and the flu as easily. Your sleep pattern can also affect your diet. The researchers at the University of Chicago discovered that poor sleep increased a hormone in the body that makes us hungry. This means that people who sleep badly often eat more high-calorie foods and gain more weight.
Nothing
Sorry, you were
hard in
mute.
this. Again, the same kind
Yeah,
of stuff, right?
yeah,
That health benefits of sleep,
yeah.
right? And people who do not sleep properly, they end up eating high calorie foods and gain more weight. Now, paragraph 4, please.
Paragraph 4. Sleep also plays a part in our performance at school and at work. A number of reports have shown that children who get a good night's sleep do better in school. Obviously, one reason for this is that if you are very tired, you cannot focus. However, there is another important reason. Scientists believe that sleep is important for our memory. While we are asleep, our brain deals with information we have learned, and sleep helps strengthen our memories. Sorry, you're mute.
Nothing hard in this also. It talks all about the memory and, how sleep benefits the
Yeah.
memory and how it helps us learn. Okay, paragraph 5.
Okay. Another essential part of sleep to understand is our circadian rhythm or body clock. This is our body's natural rhythm of sleep. Generally, our body clock tells us to sleep when it is dark and wake when it is light. However, studies now suggest that young people's body clocks change when they become teenagers. Some scientists believe that teenagers are not lazy but biologically programmed to go to bed later and wake up later.
Yes. So, nothing hard in this also. Like our
Yeah,
body changes, uh, our body follows the changes in light,
yeah,
That's fine. Okay, now this is the question type. Look, if you think that this is hard for you and you are unable to complete this part, then you
yeah.
should always not do it first. Okay, spend
Okay,
most of your start off with 6 to 10 because it's very easy to read a statement and tell if it's true or false, right?
right,
And like
right.
for example, everyone's need for sleep is different. Yes, this is true. We're gonna
Yes,
write A in here. We
yeah.
dream during stage 5 of the sleep cycle. That is also probably true. Yeah.
True, true. Yeah,
Yes, and so just like this, it's you can write it in any order
right.
and then go with this. Now, probably that might be confusing for you as well, that what is happening to me, how to do the fill in the blanks. Remember, it is also very easy. Remember, this is a task about sentence completion. A sentence
Okay,
starts from here and ends here. This means that
right.
whatever you need to do, first you need to identify from which sentence they are testing you for the missing information. Like during
Okay,
lifetime of an average person, a person will be asleep for, and if we go up, you can identify this that during a lifetime, about 25 years. Okay? So
okay.
you will write in here, average person sleeps for during a lifetime. They've asked about the lifetime. The
Mm-hmm.
person sleeps for 25 years.
25 years. Yeah.
So
Okay,
you will write in here, and then again, your blank and heart rate gets lower in deep sleep. Now, the same sentence, first you need to identify the sentence.
okay,
And as you can identify the sentence, like in here, we are in a deep sleep, our heart rate and breathing slows down. Now, whatever you need to complete, it is from the same sentence. You don't have
okay,
to look away or elsewhere.
okay.
Do you understand? So, what will be the
Yeah,
answer if we say we are in a deep sleep and our heart rate and our breathing slows down? What will you put in the blank then?
it's a breathing.
Breathing, right? So,
Yeah,
just like that, learn how to identify sentences first and then highlight them because in the exam you will get a highlighter.
okay, okay.
Yeah. And then you would know that, okay, this is the sentence where I need to keep looking because there are some synonyms that they have used, but this is the same sentence carrying the same meaning.
Okay.
And at the end, do this one because this match the title, nobody can get correct in a single read. It's not possible, right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
when you will read it the third time, I'm sure it's going to be very easy for you to identify that what part of sleep the text
Right.
is about.
Okay.
For example, we want to say in here, paragraph 1 actually talks about how much we sleep, the amount of sleep,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Paragraph 2 talks about different types of sleep, stage 1 to 5.
Yeah.
Paragraph 3 talks about health benefits, I believe.
Yes, I guess.
And fourth paragraph was about memory and learning. And the last paragraph is about the changes in routine, and that's
Yeah.
it. This is how you solve it. And then
Yeah.
comes
Okay.
the multi-text reading. In this part of the test, first you need to read the text. I would want you to read text A for me.
Okay. So text A, reasons people learn foreign languages, personal interest, enjoyment, degree requirement, use in future career, future travel or study abroad, family background, and other.
Mhm. Okay, good job. Very nice. If I would ask you, according to this graph, what is the commonest, the most common reason or the commonest reason for people to learn a foreign language, and what would you tell me?
The most common reason is personal interest and enjoyment.
Good job. You understand it, okay?
Yeah.
Now, read paragraph 2, please.
Paragraph 2, scientists believe learning a second language increases brain power. Researchers from University College London studied the brains of 105 people. 80 of them people are bilingual. They found learning other languages changed the part of the brain which processes information. They compared this change to the way in which exercise builds muscles. Study shows that people who regularly speak more than one language are better in problem solving. In addition, students who study foreign languages often score better in tests than students who only speak one language. This is particularly true in math, music, reading, and understanding vocabulary.
Very good. So in this paragraph, they're talking about the benefits of knowing another language. Um, bilingual means a person who can speak two languages, just like you are a bilingual,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So the benefits are you can be better at problem solving, your intelligence increases, and along with
yeah,
that, you get better score in tests, and you can learn other things like maths, music, reading, and understanding vocabulary. Nothing hard in this.
right,
Okay, now we're gonna move to text C.
right. So student name Maria Cortes, class
Mhm.
4A, language experiment. Today, our class conducted an experiment based on research about learning languages. Researchers at the University of Edinburgh, Reed School of Music have discovered that learners' memory skills are much better when learning language to music. Our class decided to test whether music helped us learn languages. In our school experiment, we tried to remember phrases in Greek and repeat them 15 minutes later. It was, of course, important to choose a language no one knew. We were divided into three groups. Each group listened to the Greek phrases and repeated them, but each group did this in a different way. The first group heard the phrases spoken, and the second group heard the phrases said to a rhythm, and the third group heard the phrases in a song. The singing group was able to remember far more Greek than other two groups. Our conclusion was that learning language as a song does help you remember language more easily.
Very good. So this is an experiment here where they used music
Yeah,
uh, for teaching people language, and they found out that it is very useful. The conclusion of the experiment was that learning a language in a song is most helpful. If you don't know what is the meaning of phrases, phrases means a group of words. You know,
right,
that is not a
right.
sentence, but that's a small one, a group of words, two, three, four, five words. For
Hmm.
example, if I say, let's go, let us go, let us go, let's go. It is not a sentence, but it's a phrase that
Surprise,
has a
okay,
complete meaning in its own.
right.
Okay.
Oh,
Um, Now D, please.
okay, D, all right. What is the best way to learn a foreign language? Assume South Korea. You should definitely go and live abroad. The best way to learn a language is to be with native speaker and not speak your own language. Alexei, Russia. I use the internet all the time. It's a really cheap and easy way to learn. You have to be careful though, as not all websites are good. Cara, Italy. I think watching films with English subtitles is very helpful. My friends listen to English music, but I don't think that's a very good way to learn.
These are just different ways of learning a foreign language, living abroad,
Yeah,
talking to native speakers, using internet, using websites, and also uh, watching films with subtitles and music. That's it.
yeah,
Now, in this part, also try to go with question 21 to 25 first, because I'm sure when you'll read it, you'll understand it very clearly that this is the thing for me, right? And then
okay, yeah.
move to complete the summary questions. Okay, this might be a little funny for you. You might think, what is this? But this is
Mm-hmm.
also complete the summary with exact number, word, or phrase. Complete
Yeah,
the summary.
okay,
Now, for example, wait, let me take a screenshot. Okay,
yeah.
look, whatever is being displayed in here that is the
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
same information. For example, they say that personal interest and enjoyment that is given in here.
yeah,
This, right, right in here.
yeah.
Yep. So then the next one, degree requirement. This is the second point. And to get a better job and progress in career. Now, what will you write in the blank to complete this information?
Language is required to study for oh, wait, language is required in order to study for abroad. Yeah, language is
No,
required.
abroad is
Uh,
already given in here. This is the paraphrase of this. So the
yeah,
language is required in order to study for a degree.
for a degree. Ah, okay, okay, okay.
Yes. Now 27, as you read it in here, that blank is increased by learning languages. What is increased by learning languages? Brain power,
Turning
right?
power. Yeah,
So you
yeah.
will write the word brain power in here.
Ah, okay, okay.
Then you say that foreign language students often get higher marks. We know that they get higher marks in tests. So you will write tests in here. Everything that is happening, that is the exact number, word, or phrase from the text with
Yeah,
keywords that are written in the text.
okay, okay.
Now, in here, listen to a blank. Now, most of the people will do listen to a music, but music can never be a. So you have to go with
Yeah,
this one. Listening to a song can help you remember, right?
okay,
Listening.
okay.
You can also see the word to help learn.
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
listen to a song. And then blank and practice with native speakers. You know that one thing that they have given, just like breathing and heart rate slow down, the same kind of thing. They have told you about talking to native speakers, but you can write in here, live abroad.
Yeah.
Because it's in the same line once again and connected.
Yeah.
And then don't forget the headings. The headings are so important because this is a summary of the whole text, not
Okay.
just one paragraph,
Okay.
right? So that's why it is important to look in here. If I'm fill in the blank, there has to be a word that is just an effective way of learning. You understand?
Yeah.
So if in here, benefits, so you have to write the benefits in here.
Benefits. Okay. Okay.
The missing information you need to complete, keeping into mind the keywords around you that'll guide you.
Right. Okay.
Thank you.
Right.
This is the end of
Thank
the
you so much.
lesson. No worries. It was very nice speaking to you.
Nice. I'll practice the rest of the questions from the website, and then yeah, I'll let you know. Maybe we can do class tomorrow. I'll just ping you 1 hour
Yeah,
before.
just do one lesson for writing and reading together
Okay.
because I want to solve writing with you, task
Yeah.
3, while you can read and I can guide you and you can
Yeah.
just write on the paper. Once you do it, you will understand it.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. All right.
Thank you so much
Okay.
for joining me today. Goodbye.
Thank you so much. Bye.